Cory Sandhagen versus Frankie Edgar is going to be the co-main event of UFC Fight Night, Overeem versus Volkov, and I'm looking forward to this one more than the main event. I don't know why, but I just am. The main event's good, but then both guys have been knocked out a lot. Alistair Overeem's been knocked out 14 times in his career. Yes, he's a legend, but I just can't see this. They're trying to hype him up with this, the final run, as in it's going to happen. I don't think it will even come. I think Volkov's going to finish him this fight, but if Overeem comes through that, fair enough. And I'm not going to, maybe I might do a prediction video, but I'm not. I'm doing a prediction video on Sandhagen versus Edgar. Cory Sandhagen 13-2. The last loss coming to Aljamain Sterling 2 fights ago. Frankie Edgar 23-8-1. Right, okay. Energy. I'm knackered and I'm so fucking tired, and I have had like 3 coffees in the last hour and I'm just fucked. Tired of being in lockdown. Tired of not being able to get a fucking haircut. Everything. It's just tiring. It's very tiring. But anyways, the rant is over. Now I can actually get into this. So basically, right, everybody's saying, Frankie's a grappler. Fair enough, Frankie's a grappler. Good for him. But I just think fucking Sandhagen's gonna do the same thing Holloway did, but except over 3 rounds instead of 5. Keep him at range, stuff the takedowns. Like, everybody think maybe it's now sleeping on Cory Sandhagen's grappling because Aljamain Sterling finished him. But Sterling, yeah, fair enough, it was a very good finish, but he did cheat. He cheated. He climbed the fence to get onto his back because he wasn't tall enough. And I just don't think Edgar's gonna be able to do that. I think Sandhagen's gonna keep him at range, but Edgar could go out there, take him down and hold him down. And personally, I thought Edgar lost his last fight pretty convincingly. But the judges gave that to him, so we're just gonna say, give Edgar the benefit of the doubt and just say I know nothing about this sport or like judging who's won a fight. I will give it to Edgar, even though Edgar lost, but it's fine. I'm MMA judges for you. But anyway, I don't know where I'm going with this. 13-2, Cory Sandhagen. He wanted to show more of his grappling against Aljamain Sterling. Aljamain Sterling submitted him. UFC 250. Climbed the cage onto his back. So it's like, well, he submitted him, but he cheated to get to the position over the submission. So you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I don't think Edgar will have the capability to do that because he's too short. And because if Aljo, who's 5'8", I think, or 5'6", 5'7", 5'8", is like struggling to get on your back and has to use the cage to climb up, Edgar is not going to be able to do that whatsoever, I don't think. But you never know. Maybe he will. I don't care. And what was I going to say? But yeah. I think Cory's going to come out. He's going to kick him in the chest. He's going to kick him in the legs straight away. Manage that distance, keep him at range and win a decision. I don't think he's going to finish him. I think it would be, because it's only 3 rounds, remember. I don't think he'll be able to finish Edgar because I think Edgar will be able to survive. I think it's going to be a decision win for Cory Sandhagen. Just go the full 15 minutes. Sandhagen to get the decision. Not that Edgar couldn't get the decision, but if Edgar was to get the decision, I think he'd go out and win the first round and then lose the second 2. 29-28 all across the board. If Edgar was to get a win, he's not going to finish Sandhagen, I don't think. Sandhagen's too long and awkward, especially for Edgar, who's small and stocky, and he's like at the end of his career. And then I think after this, Edgar will have one more fight after this if he loses, and then retire. I don't think he's going to push for that title anymore because you've got too many people in the bantamweight title picture. Sandhagen's a bit like, fuck, what'd you do with him? Then you've got Cody Garbrandt, you've got Dillashaw coming back, you've got all these people, then you've got Jan and Aljamain fighting, and if Aljamain wins, they're not going to give Sandhagen a rematch that quickly. They're going to give it to Cody or Dillashaw. So it's, you don't never know what to do. And Dominic Cruz versus Casey Kenny, if Cruz wins that, maybe he's back in the picture. I think Cruz will win that, so maybe that's him. Maybe Cruz versus Sandhagen. That's what I think will happen if Cruz wins his next fight. Man, like loads of fights. Personally, I think because Cory Sandhagen knocks him out in second or third round. If not, it'll be decision. I'm gonna say decision because I don't know. I can't really picture it because Edgar will find a way to survive, I think. And I think Sandhagen will just butcher him for three rounds, if not 29-28 decision win, losing the first round, winning the next 2. But yeah, that's all I really have to say on that matter. When it comes to everything else, fair enough. I think Edgar's on the end of his career. He won't have he'll have the strength, but that's all he'll have. He won't have the. I don't know. I really can't see Edgar beating him. So it's. I think that's it then in the war. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cory Sandhagen will make his way back up. He'll be in the mix. Then he won't get the belt this year, though. I just know that. If he wins, they just won't give him a title shot, which I think he deserves. But Aljamain and him would be so hard to market. That would literally do 50,000 pay-per-view buys. Aljamain versus fucking... We need superstars. Superstars are all gone in this sport. McGregor, he's on his way out. Jones, if you're calling John Jones the last superstar MMA has, it's like, fuck. Adesanya's a superstar, but he can't sell a pay-per-view for his life. O'Malley. I want O'Malley to do well because I think we need him to be like the next big thing. You know, not many people get 1.2 million people followers in 2 fights like he did. You know, he went from 200,000 to 1 million, then he did 200,000 onto that after he knocked out fucking Eddie Wyland. But I'm gonna pray when O'Malley's fight gets announced, I'm gonna do a video on that. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Cory Sandhagen by decision. It's only a 15-minute fight. That's if it wasn't, I'd say he'd probably finish him in 4th or 5th because he'd save a bit of his energy at the start. But I think he's gonna go from him from the bell, try to put him away. He's gonna find a way to survive, and then he's gonna win decision.